Colin was right.
CJ Stroud, I keep hearing, well, sophomore slump. Listen, dude throws one of the prettiest balls in the league. If you give him a little time, he's money. I will defend CJ Stroud. He wants to throw from the pocket. He's good enough moving. Nico Collison, he's got his number one receiver in the last, since week 4. 13 touchdowns, 3 picks with a very inconsistent run game. They've been, hit and miss. They've had injuries around him. CJ Stroud, I'll defend him. That's a franchise quarterback. He'll run if he has to, but he's developed a really keen sense of the pocket. Where Colin was right, where Colin was wrong.
I am filled with immense pride for this Houston Texans organization and for CJ Stroud. They warrant every single bit of acclaim. All of it. We have a tendency to disproportionately amplify the achievements of entities like the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady and the Patriots, Josh Allen and the Bills. Again, referencing quarterbacks where my sentiments, especially regarding someone like Allen, are well known. We frequently magnify the accomplishments and feats of these established figures, while simultaneously under-discussing and undervaluing what the Texans have managed to accomplish. The resilience, the perseverance, and the sheer volume of adversity this squad has been forced to confront. I find it utterly extraordinary. Before I delve deeper, a heartfelt request to Houston Texans supporters. Please remember to subscribe and watch this video in its entirety. Without any doubt, this is the most effective method to support this channel's expansion, enabling me to continue crafting the highest quality Texans-focused material. When you all take that action, viewership and subscriber numbers skyrocket. I cannot stress this enough. It's not merely about pursuing views or chasing subscriber counts. Yes, I desire views. Yes, I want subscribers. Unquestionably. But the core objective is to produce content that people authentically desire to consume, that they wish to participate in and debate. That's how we generate the best possible Houston Texans analysis. Regrettably, the Texans are precisely the type of team where a video I create might be seen by 5 individuals or 10,000. It's incredibly unpredictable. I would simply adore the ability to more reliably understand that when I invest effort into a Texans video, it will reach an audience eager to watch and engage. So, please, do not forget to subscribe and watch the complete video. Now prepare yourselves, because I'm about to embark on an impassioned monologue. Strap in. I have remained unwavering in my support of CJ Stroud. I am not entirely certain where the narrative emerged that commentary was correct about him. My position has not shifted. This comes from the individual who, prior to last season, was touting Stroud as an MVP candidate with a floor of the AFC Championship game. Then, entering this season, I expressed reservations about their off-season maneuvers and a lack of confidence in the Texans' overall outlook. But that skepticism was never directed at Stroud himself. I consistently maintained that CJ Stroud was more of a casualty. That was my refrain. He is a victim of circumstance. I did not deviate from that perspective. And it infuriated me. It drove me completely and utterly insane that he was transformed into a meme, that people ridiculed him for publicly supporting Caleb Williams, that he was continually referenced with statements like, "Ever since that moment, observe his statistics." It was maddening. Truly. Because we often hear platitudes about desiring a kinder, more open, harmonious world, giving peace a chance, promoting equality, etc. Yet, here we have a quarterback, CJ Stroud, offering encouragement to a fellow quarterback saying, "Keep going, you've got this." And he becomes a subject of mockery for it. It's ludicrous. I was observing the games this past Sunday, and unless I misinterpreted the broadcast, I believe it was during the Bears versus Cleveland Browns matchup, where commentary suggested that Caleb Williams drew inspiration from CJ Stroud's visible enthusiasm for executing fundamental plays. That this was a trait Williams admired and sought to emulate. Perhaps I misheard. It wasn't a game I could revisit to confirm. But the implication was that Stroud's attitude inspired another player. Regardless of the specifics, CJ Stroud served as an inspiration. That is noteworthy. Witnessing what CJ and this team achieved. This group appeared finished on multiple occasions this season, not merely at the outset, but at various junctures in the middle. Repeatedly, you found yourself thinking, this simply isn't their year. The thought process became, you know what? Keep losing. It's for the best. Secure a top draft pick, finally obtain a reliable offensive line, acquire some difference makers. It's time. Furthermore, I grew profoundly weary of the constant utilization of CJ Stroud as the definitive reference point for a sophomore slump. Anytime positive commentary surrounded a young quarterback, the immediate retort was, "Just wait until next year. Remember CJ?" And my response was, "What about CJ?" He was in his second professional season, facing relentless pressure behind a deficient offensive line, with his receivers consistently hampered. We've witnessed what transpires with Patrick Mahomes absent adequate protection or weaponry. It's suboptimal for anyone, let alone a second-year quarterback still mastering the professional game. Then his offensive coordinator is dismissed. Now, entering a third season, he continues to grapple with offensive line instability and coaching uncertainties. A substantial burden following a second year that didn't provide ample, stable opportunity for growth and refinement. In many respects, it's analogous to a student. Yeah, he's a junior, but he missed significant instruction, had ineffective educators, and was taught incorrect material. Yet the label is simply junior. But is he genuinely prepared for the standardized tests? Is he mastering the core curriculum? He's surviving on innate talent and intelligence alone. That has been CJ Stroud's operational reality. And when you provide him with proper support, he can excel. He can be phenomenal. He can produce monumental plays. CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans deserve mountains of praise. No debate. Because they reside in a smaller media market, because they lack comparable widespread popularity, our discourse becomes saturated with other franchises, neglecting to properly celebrate the Texans' achievements. We also tend to obsess over teams boasting records like 13-2 or 14-1. I comprehend that. Winning commands attention. However, what Houston has accomplished is astonishing, exceptional, and tremendous. Apply every positive descriptor. Astonishing, exceptional, tremendous, fantastic, incredible. Utilize them all. This narrative requires proclamation at the highest possible volume. It is profoundly impressive, and it is not a transient fluke. When you furnish CJ Stroud with support, he operates as an elite playmaker from within the pocket. That is his fundamental identity as a quarterback, not reliant on improbable scrambling throws while evading pressure, as we might see from others. He is an elite pocket playmaker. His style aligns more closely with the playmaking capacities of a Matthew Stafford or a Joe Burrow, rather than, say, a Patrick Mahomes. Therefore, if you grant him time within the pocket to operate, if you supply him with capable receivers, a competent coach, and a coherent play caller, then CJ Stroud will produce. We are aware DeMeco Ryans can orchestrate that defense. Combine those elements, and what do you obtain? Precisely. A rather distinctive football team. But those are simply my viewpoints. I would be delighted to hear yours. What are everyone's thoughts concerning CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans? Did your faith in them ever falter? Did you experience moments of doubt regarding the team or Stroud himself? Share your insights in the comment section below. I read every single comment. Whether you concur with me or oppose me, let's initiate some dialogues. Let's engage in some heated debates. But ultimately, let's simply enjoy the conversation. And as mentioned, please consider subscribing. We are genuinely cultivating a fantastic community here, and I would absolutely adore your participation. I aim to construct something we all feel a genuine connection to, something we are truly enthusiastic about joining. I believe we are firmly on the path to achieving that. Please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it genuinely assists with visibility and the platform's algorithm. Thank you so very much. I will see you all next time.